here. It's okay, it's kind of a lazy day today, we'll ignore it. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Nady, and today we're testing out the Fenty Under Eye Brighteners. By now, I'm sure y'all know the spiel. If you have any issues with whoever's behind the products, please take it elsewhere. No matter what we think of whatever we're testing, this is still a house of love, even if we are a little bit sassy. But y'all, how y'all doing today? I hope that you are just having a spiffy day so far. I myself am doing wonderful. It is a really chill day. I can't wait to get outside and just sit in the sun. Really, can we fix this? I think I'm gonna have to wash my hair and just start over. Anyways, I have not sat down and filmed for a couple weeks. I was actually visiting my family. I renovated a kitchen, I got refreshed, and I realized that I don't just have to do everything makeup on this channel. Of course, I did order an actual fuck ton of things to review, so there are gonna be a lot of reviews, but I'm kind of hoping to pepper my channel with random shit too, so if you want to see anything, let me know down in the comments below and maybe I'll make it happen. But for now, I'm kind of trying to do this thing where I only work from 9 to 5, that way I'm not working all day every day, and it's almost the end of my day, but I figured I might as well slap this on and wear it till I go to bed. I guess that's still technically working, but I do want to put this to the test. I'm gonna be outside, so on my first day back, I might as well break my own rules. But really, oh, we have a cat. Hello. Mimi, come here. Oh my goodness. Does anyone else's cat just love this? Ugh. Say hi, Mia. Okay. Don't scratch me. She loves it. She starts purring and then she flees. But no, I am really excited for this. I am kind of on a no makeup kick where I just want to look a little bit healthier under my eyes, but I don't want to look perfect and porcelain. I do have a few favorite under eye concealers. One is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. It comes in a little tubey. And then the other one that I've been really loving is the Tarte Ultra Creamy. But by the end of the day, after wearing both of those products, my under eyes do look really, really creasy. I look aged. I make sure to moisturize under my eyes. I set them with a powder, but still they crease. And even though they do crease, I do still like both products, but they do kind of offer way too much coverage. Like when I do these kinds of videos, I love coverage because I do like that plastic look, but for every day, it just doesn't look natural to have flaws on your face and then your under eyes look perfect. So I'm really hoping that these can work and maybe I can find a new go-to product. I don't know shit about these. I will go on the website and look at the details and how to use all this, but let's take a look at the colors that I got first. We have Seashell, we have Rose Quartz, and we have Deep Malone. I can never tell what the colors actually look like, so hopefully one of these will work. Come on. This is the equivalent of constipation in the makeup world. Okay, so I'm assuming that's the color? That might be a little bit light. Let's try Rose Quartz. Wait, is that lighter? Okay. So one thing that I am already gonna tell you is I hate when you can't see the product in the fuck. As I was saying, I don't like when you can't see the actual product that you're going to be using. I don't really care for personal use, like this doesn't really bug me, but if I'm ever doing somebody's makeup professionally, I have no idea which color to choose. Like normally I hold the concealer or the foundation up to their skin so I can get a good look, but when the packaging kind of all looks the exact same, you don't get a good match. I mean, it is there on the end, so all you'd have to do is keep the box. It's really no biggie, but it's also no biggie for the brand to put a clear window in the product. So yeah, just be aware that if you're going to use these professionally or if you have multiple shades, maybe keep the box. With that being said, I actually might go in with Melon. I can kind of see the color in the tip here. If my camera will focus, there we go. Which, speaking of my favorite thing, the tip, this is a very, very cool little applicator. I do like the packaging other than what I mentioned before. This does look really, really cute. You can put it in your purse. This would be fabulous to travel with. So let's hop onto the Sephora website and check out the deets on this bad bitch. While this is loading, I do also want to say that I'm probably not going to do a full look today. The only time that I'd probably use these is with no makeup, or at least minimal makeup, and so I'm probably just gonna rock this little bad boy by itself today, and we can do a wear time test. I'll check in periodically, maybe I'll be on my little patio. But on the Sephora website, it does look like this has 4 out of 5 stars. I believe there's 15 or 16 different shades. You get 0.34 fluid ounces for $25. And I know that Fenty is abso-fucking-lutely bomb when it comes to shade ranges. They are so inclusive, I love it. But there is quite a limited shade selection with this, and I think that's just because it's so minimal coverage that it does work for a lot of people. I'm only assuming with that, but I'm really not gonna raw dog it on its shade range because it still does go very, very light and it goes pretty deep, and there's a lot to choose from in between-ish. You can never really tell with just pictures, but from the swatch photos, the shade range does look pretty decent. Alright, they say this is an under eye brightener that hydrates, brightens, and conceals with sheer to buildable coverage, delivering a no makeup effect and a long wear formula. Fucking love all of that. I don't even mind light coverage. Usually I'm like, if I'm gonna pay money, I want a lot of coverage, but my skin is starting to age like an expensive cheap cheese, I want moisture under there. For everyday kind of products, I don't need a fuck ton of coverage, and I'm okay paying for it as long as it's good. If this product had been out a couple years ago when I were trying it, I probably would have been like, fuck this noise. But you get older and the things you want change. And before I get to the ingredientes, this is free of parabens and phthalates. It's also vegan, cruelty-free, and cruelty-free? Oh no, vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. This has a serum-like texture that instantly brightens and blurs with a crease, humidity, and sweat-resistant formula. I fucking love that. It also has the jojoba oil in it to help condition delicate under-eye skin. Honestly, everything that they're saying just speaks to me. But where are the directions? It looks like we're supposed to apply a very minuscule amount. It's buildable and easy to layer with your skincare. It can also be layered with their concealer, which I don't have. It does really dry me out. And it works well with your fingers, a brush, or a sponge. Usually when it comes to this type of product, I like to gently tap it out with my fingers. I don't know if I'm supposed to use primer or if I'm supposed to powder with this, so let's go into the reviews and see if anybody talks about it there. The 1-stars say they hope this would replace the Becca under eye corrector. It's very hard to control. It emphasizes dryness, texture, and lines. Ooh, I don't like the sounds of that. This product is a miss for me, and a lot of other people seem to be having the same reviews with dry patches. I saw this on TikTok, but it doesn't look like how it looks on there, honey. I feel you with that one. But then the 5-stars say it does everything that it claims. It brightens without looking overdone. It's extremely lightweight and wears well too. It doesn't look cakey even when it's layered up. I was expecting it to be able to cover up dark circles. Not so much, but I do still like it. Nobody's really telling me if this shit does need normal face-based products like powder and primer, so I guess let's just try it out and experiment. On this side of my face, why don't I test it out using a primer and powder, and then on this side of my face, why don't I just leave it bare with this product alone? So to prime my face, I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Gay Pure Canvas Primer. This one has a little bit of a blurring effect, which, honey, I would never say no to that shit. If I could live with an Instagram filter on me, I would. Oh my god, that just feels so damn soft. Feels like a freshly moisturized nipple. And I never know if the primer that I'm gonna use will work with whatever the fuck else I'm using, so I'm kind of curious about this. Let's give these a good little shake. And oh god, oh god, oh god. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. She's exploded in there like a fucking hernia. Oh. Oh, huh. Well, that's not exactly how I thought the packaging was gonna be, but this might also be a little bit too dark for me. But look at it, it's got a big old ball at the end like a pacifier. Ooh, yeah, that's probably a bit too deep. Okay, let's try the next one down. But just so that you can kind of see, here's that big glob of it. I know that was way too fucking much, but we can kind of see how sheer it is. Which, yeah, that is extremely sheer, but still a little bit of coverage. But yeah, I really like that. It's very, very natural looking, and it feels really soft. It feels like a very wet, kind of liquidy, flexible formula that'll just kind of sink into your skin versus sitting on top of it and really accentuate your fine lines. But I won't know until I put this under my eyes because makeup does kind of lie. And Seashell is a bit lighter, but it has a really yellowy undertone, and Rose Quartz is way, way, way too light for me, but it is more peachy. Normally I would put something peachy under my eyes, however, I think that's gonna be way too light. So let's try the more yellowy one. I love that applicator so much. Isn't that just kind of fun and weird? I'm just gonna take a teeny tiny, oh god, just the smallest little bean right there, and let's go ahead and place that under our eyes. Ooh, yeah, she is bright. Let's kind of tap this out. I may end up having to maybe mix this with that deeper one, at least until I can get my correct shade, because I'm afraid it's gonna look like I was wearing sunglasses while I was tanning. But yeah, that did definitely brighten underneath my eye. I wouldn't say it offered any coverage, and I guess it's not like super noticeable. Guess it did what it said. I think I am gonna take a little dollop of this, and then I'll squirt on a few drops of the darker one. I'm sure they probably do have my actual color. I just didn't get it. Oh my goodness, look, it's like a little booby. Just love it. But in the meantime, hopefully this will work out. I do kind of want a second layer because that wasn't very much. Oh my god, that's a lot. Okay, let's try just that little bit. And tap that on. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just kind of disappears. But at the same time, I kind of really like it because it is giving me a slightly more rested look, but it's not making me look too perfect. Like, you can still see the flaws underneath my eyes. It just looks brighter. Did it necessarily do anything for the purple underneath my eyes? I wouldn't say it did. Oh god, I need to exfoliate my nose. Holy hell. But as far as looking natural, it does definitely look natural. So let me take a little bit on the other side. Hopefully this wasn't too much. I really did only pick up a very small amount. So if you're worried about the size of this versus the price, it really probably will last you a long ass time. Ooh, but when you go in with just a tiny bit more, I like that so much, and I don't really really see that big of a difference between the primed side versus the non-primed side. In fact, I might actually like the non-primed side better just because this side almost looks a little bit pilly. I don't know that you'll be able to see the pilliness until I'm with my iPhone filming, but make sure your resolution is turned up to 4K so that you can see everything. So yes, here we have both sides. I am so tempted to apply just a tiny bit more, but I really don't want to fuck this up. I think it looks really good as is. I don't think it needs powder. However, it is somewhat sinking into my fine lines. I do still have quite a bit on my hand, so I think I'm just going to take this where I would normally kind of highlight. I know this is for under eyes. I just don't want to waste that. And this part of my face right here is the slightest bit dry, so that might help the people with drier under eyes kind of get a feeling for this, which everywhere that I've put it, it does look pretty good. It just looks like second skin, just a tiny bit brighter. The only thing that I would give a warning on is this does kind of add a little bit of texture. I'm noticing right around here. It wasn't really there before I applied this. I don't think it's too terribly noticeable. I don't think it looks that bad, but I do think that if you're going to use this, you would want to exfoliate first, which I didn't. I totally should have around my nose. I kind of just forgot to, but even with my schnoz not exfoliated, it still does look decent. And I do really like how it looks underneath my eyes. On this side of my face, I don't think it necessarily needs it, but I do want to apply a little bit of powder. So I'm just going to lightly dust on a little bit of Laura Mercier. I'm only applying it to this side of my face. Ooh, you know what? That actually does look quite a bit better and much smoother and softer and natural, kind of airbrush, but like without the coverage. I am tempted to powder this side too because it is collecting in my little folds. So you know what? I'm going to make the executive decision here and powder both sides. I really don't know if you're supposed to, and I apologize if you're not supposed to, but I can see it creasing. So let's tap that back out and just apply a little bit of this there. I mean, I can't imagine the powder really hurting it, but we'll see. Yes, I do think that powder really does help. I think if you don't have creasy under eyes, you probably could get away with not powdering, but my under eyes do kind of have a big issue with that, and I do kind of regret not instantly powdering because the product did kind of dry down into my wrinkles, but I don't think it's that bad. I still think this looks great. It's very natural looking. No, it doesn't have the most coverage. They didn't say it did, but the brightness does kind of help combat my under eye little wells that I have going on, and the fact that I only have to use just the tiniest little pinch of it does kind of reassure me that the pricing really isn't too bad. So my beautiful loves, this is what we look like. I will see you in just a second with the check-in. Oh my gosh, there's so much cat hair on me. Okay, so it's only been like 5-10 minutes. I just came down from filming and I'm about to go outside, but I wanted to show you how this looked in natural light. Also, bless this mess. Damn. But I really do think this is quite attractive. My under eyes just look healthy. It's not like overly concealed. I think this would probably look amazing with a little bit of bronzer on. I did see in the reviews a lot of people saying that they put this over their concealer. For me, I don't really see the point in doing that because normally my concealer is a little bit lighter and it kind of acts as a brightener. But if you use concealer as an actual concealer and it's your actual skin tone, then I could see this really complementing that concealer perfectly. But so far, it does look really, really good. My under eyes look great. So I'll see you in another second. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully you can hear me, but we are still doing very, very good. I keep going inside and out, and every time I look in the mirror inside, I love this even more. Here we are in the shade, kind of out of the sun, and you can definitely tell where I put it. So there is a little bit of coverage to it, but I really like the brightness that it adds. It almost makes it look like you're wearing a concealer, but not really. I've never, oh, what? Sorry, there's like dead grass behind me. I've not really found a ride or die product from this brand. Like their lipsticks I do really like, but none of their skin products I've loved. This is still happening. I am gonna wear this for a few more hours, and it is really bright out, so I'm kind of squinting a lot, but even with my squints, it's not creasing up that bad. But so far, this could be a product that I might consider a ride or die. Ooh, I'm so excited. And we are back. It is the end of my day. I have been wearing this for a few hours now, so let's take a peeky poo at it. I do still think this looks good, but this eye is just really fucking creasy, way more creasy than the side with the primer, and that I instantly set. And I was also told that my under eyes look very powdery and kind of ashy, which I do agree. I think I need a shade that's lighter than the deepest one that I got, but darker than this middle one that I got. Mixing them together still wasn't quite my color, so I do agree with that. And it does look slightly pilly on my skin, which I don't think would be an issue if I actually had exfoliated before this. So do I like this? I really do. Is this something that'll work for everyone? Probably not. If you do have dry or flaky skin, then you might kind of want to stay away from this or really exfoliate and moisturize. And it did add a little bit of texture to my skin, but not enough to make me not want to use it. I just think that if you are going to use this, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're exfoliated, and make sure you use a primer and probably set it with a very light dusting of powder. Then I think you'll be good. Like they said, and like I've said, it doesn't offer very much coverage, but the brightness does kind of combat the purple or whatever you have going on under your eyes. So if you are the kind of hoe that does need something under your eyes to conceal, this isn't going to be it, but I could see this layering up very nicely with a concealer as well. I do think that even though these aren't concealers, you do still kind of need to treat them like one, as in prep and set, and probably even use a setting spray with it. Do you have to? Fuck no, you ain't got to do anything, but I think it definitely would help it. But I could see this pairing really, really well with a nice blush or bronzer, whatever. So do I recommend this? If you like the way that this looks on me and you're willing to kind of work a little bit with exfoliation and moisturizing, then yes. But if you're wanting a concealer, something that'll blur your skin, this probably isn't it. But at the same time, if you are at all curious about this, I do recommend trying it. Do I think it's worth the price? I mean, I wish we got more, but you really do only need a teeny tiny amount. So yes, I think it's worth the price, but of course I wish it were cheaper. But if you are going to order these, make sure that you can either return them or go in store, because the shade match is kind of difficult. Like, I got 3 of them and none of them work for me, which is kind of very, very common with me for this brand. So if you don't already know your color, maybe go in and check. But yay, I'm glad we finally really like a product from this brand. It's been a while, which no shade towards them. Their products just haven't worked for my skin. Some brands are like that. Anyways, beautiful bitches, there you go. Thank you so much for being here. I always love having you. And if you want to show a little bit more love and support, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/poplux. There you get videos a day early. You get Patreon only content. Plus, best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy, just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!